Hi everybody and welcome back to Live for Guitar. In this instalment of our series on how to record a professional video, we will be looking at the intricacies of recording a backing track. Now, a backing track is not so important if you're just recording a jam for YouTube, but it's absolutely integral if you're creating your own product for market. So if you wanted to come and join the Live for Guitar marketplace, we insist that all of your products have their own backing tracks. So we're going to cut to MIDI now, and we will talk you through the process of creating MIDI drum loops, options for plugins for drums, recording guitars, recording bass or programming bass, and then we'll get on to recording the videos. Okay, so let's talk through making this backing track and inserting loops into Sonar or whatever program you're using. How are you going about doing that?
So the first thing, I have to create a new project. I'm going to call it Lick of the Week number 19, because the 19 is the next one to be published on Live for Guitar. And then I have my interface open, so this is where we're going to be recording. I'm going to be using MIDI drums because I like to make drums on my own, the groove, the drum fills and all that from scratch. The samples that I'm going to be using are very simple, not high quality samples like you're going to find with some expensive plugins, but these are decent quality sounds that are going to be enough for somebody to play along.
And they're free, yeah?
This comes together with the Sonar, with this piece of software. And as I said, today we're not looking at the Abbey Road quality production, but it's going to sound decent in the end, definitely. If you want to go for some more expensive solutions, there are some great tools out there if you want to consider. This is Easy Drummer, very popular drum plugin from tunetrack.com. Check it out. There's another one, also very popular, it's called Addictive Drums, excellentaudio.com, and they have hundreds of built-in, ready-to-go drum loops. You just drag them to your project and they're going to play for you. But we're going to be programming drums from scratch. I'm just going to make one 4/4 bar of a rock drum groove and copy it a few more times, and that's it. Very simple stuff. I'm going to include this Cakewalk TTS1 to my synth track, and now I have it available to pick up the sounds from it. This should look similar in your software, Cubase or whatever you're using, and you should have some drum sounds that came with your software. I'm going to be using this one. Let's pick some drums and put them in the track. Okay, now when we have our plugin inserted, now it's available in our project, and I'm going to call Cakewalk TTS1, and this is how it looks like. So channel 10 is usually reserved for drums in MIDI, and as you can see, standard set of drums is already applied to the channel 10, so I have to assign my MIDI track to use that channel 10 in order to hear the drum sound. Alright, now when we have everything in place, let's make some drums. I'm just going to draw a simple 4/4 pattern, then I'll just copy it. First, let's create a click. Okay, this sound is okay for the click, and so let's use this kick drum, then snare. So this is what we have now. 3, 4. Then we need a hi-hat somewhere, so it's here. Alright, and now I can just take this part and copy it as many times as I want. Let's make around 30 seconds of music. I'll take these two. There's a better way of copying this, but it's not gonna take long, so, and I'll take all of that, copy from there, and here it shows us 34 seconds, which is more than enough for what we're going to be recording. And I'll just change this first hi-hat to be a cymbal, so we've got this in the end. Yeah, and my tempo should be faster, so let's try 160. So this is the benefit of producing a MIDI track, because you can change tempos and the keys and the pitch just instantly without losing any quality. But if you're doing a live drums, that's not going to be the case. When you're recording an audio instrument, which we're going to be doing later with a guitar, I'll have to do it twice. We cannot just take tempo and put it down or up without losing the quality. That's all we need for the drum part, so let's now produce a bass guitar. Right, bass guitar, the whole process is going to look nearly the same. Just we need to insert one MIDI track here again, because we're doing a MIDI bass. I'm going to choose a bass sound from my soft synth. Let's put it on channel 1. I've got many different bass guitars. I like this one. It's called finger bass. That's the sample how it sounds. So that's on the channel 1. Now I have to just assign this track onto a MIDI channel 1. Console view. So let me just give it a name, so I don't get confused. So this is my bass, and equal theta, this is channel 1. So this track should now, let me bring my piano roll back, and if I pick this bass track, yeah, now we have the bass, and you see here how it jumps here, so it works. This lick is going to be in A, so this is our A sound. The drums starting from the bar 2, so the bass will start from the bar 2 as well. Let's put some simple just a straightforward bass line, and then maybe we'll see if we're gonna add a bit more to that. So let's spice it up a bit. And I'm just going to copy this groove like 10 times, the same as we did with drums, just to give us some more seconds of music. This is let's do one more. Yeah, that's enough. So that's what we have so far. The ending's just gonna go to fade out. So that's all we need for the MIDI part. Now I'm going to record a rhythm guitar, which is going to be an audio track. It's a slightly different process how to do that, but we'll have to do it. Basically, we need a riff in the background music. Now the guitar track. See this icon here, this shows me that this is an audio track, and these icons here showing that these are MIDI tracks. So I've got my guitar plugged in, and the sound I'm going to be using will come from the plugin called Guitar Rig. You can use your pedals, your whatever you want, just plug into your sound card, but I'm using a software emulation of the distortion. And let's just insert our plugin there, which is Guitar Rig, and this gives me a nice interface. I've already got some presets. Let's just get the sound out first. I've got one pre-recorded sound that I made before, and it sounds like this. This sound is pretty decent, and it's going to sound okay together with the bass and drums, especially when we put it more in the context during mixing. So let's just remind ourselves how the bass track goes. Okay, that's it. And I'm going to arm my audio track for recording, and I'll just hit recording. So that's it. The next thing we have to do is to export this backing track. So this last bit of drums we don't actually need here. We can just get rid of that. We can then select everything and go to File, Export, Audio, make your folder where you're storing your files. I'm going to choose entire mix, stereo of course, sample rate 44.1 kilohertz, bit depth 16 bit, and the name will be backing track 160 BPM. And here I have the progress bar, and that's done. Now we need to do the same thing for the slow backing track, and that's very easy. I'm going to save as this project, click on the Week 19 Slow, get rid of my audio track, set the tempo down to 80, and just re-record the guitar part. It goes like this. Now when we have the slow backing track, we do the same thing as for the fast one. Sorry, I have to select my project, then go to Export Audio, and now I name this backing track 80 BPM. All these settings stay the same. Export, and progress bar shows 100%, and that's it. Don't forget that you need to then convert these backing tracks to MP3 format. I prefer to do it afterwards, but maybe you can do it straight from your software. Just choose the different extension. I'm using uncompressed waveform, but it's up to you. Either way is gonna work.